Prince Henry was born on the 31st of March, 1900, at York Cottage, on the Sandringham Estate. His parents were King George V and Queen Mary. His father was, at the time of George's birth, Prince of Wales, son of King Edward VII, and his Danish-born wife, Queen Alexandra. His mother, who was then Princess of Wales, was the daughter of Francis, Duke of Teck, a morganatic scion of the House of Wurttemberg, who was of German and Hungarian descent and a distant descendant of Vlad Dracul. Queen Mary's mother, Mary Adelaide, Duchess of Teck, formerly Princess of Cambridge, was a granddaughter of King George III. At the time of his birth, Prince Henry was fifth in the line of succession to the throne. The new arrival was baptized at the private chapel of Windsor Castle on the 17th of May, 1900. He was given the names Henry William Frederick Albert, but known in the family as Harry. As a child, Henry experienced ill health, suffering similar complaints of his older brother Albert, whom he much resembled. He also had knocked knees and had to wear painful leg splints. He was an extremely nervous, socially awkward child, and in common with his brother, suffered from a speech disorder. Henry's father, George, ascended to the throne as George V on the death of his father, Edward VII, on the 6th of May, 1910. The new king was persuaded by Henry's tutor, Henry Hansel, that it would be good for Henry's character to attend school, where he could interact with boys his age. The king agreed with the suggestion. Henry was sent to St. Peter's Court in Broadstairs, where he spent the following 3 years. Academically, he was not very bright, although he did display ability in mathematics and sport. In September 1913, Henry moved to Eton College and later studied at Cambridge University for a year. On leaving Cambridge, the prince joined the army. He attended the Royal Military College, Sandhurst, in 1919 and was commissioned a second lieutenant in the King's Royal Rifle Corps on the 16th of July, 1919. He was later promoted to lieutenant in the 10th Royal Hussars. George V created him Duke of Gloucester, Earl of Ulster, and Baron Culloden. On the 23rd of June, 1936, he was appointed a personal aide-de-camp to his eldest brother, King Edward VIII. Following the abdication of his Edward VIII in 1936, Gloucester suspended his military career to share in royal and support the new king, George VI. He was finally appointed a field marshal in 1955 and a Marshal of the Royal Air Force in 1958. Prince Henry proposed to Lady Alice Christabel Montague Douglas Scott, John Montague Douglas Scott, Earl of Dalkeith, later Duke of Buccleuch and Queensberry, and his wife, the former Lady Margaret Alice Molly Bridgeman, daughter of the 4th Earl of Bradford. Alice was a descendant of James Scott, Duke of Monmouth, the illegitimate son of Charles II, and a major political figure during the years leading up to the Glorious Revolution. The couple were married on the 6th of November 1935 at the private chapel at Buckingham Palace. Prince Henry died on the 10th of June 1974 at the age of 74. He was the last surviving child of King George V and Queen Mary. He was buried in the Royal Burial Ground at Frogmore. His second son, Prince Richard, inherited the title of Duke of Gloucester. His widow Alice lived on to reach the age of 102 until her death in 2004, to become the longest surviving member of the British royal family in history.